Meditation number 4 begins the process of moving you into cosmic conscious awareness. Remember, this is just a visualization to help put your mind into the proper perspective. However, there is the state of profound mystical awareness, the state of Virat Swarup, where you experience your consciousness and the whole as absolutely one, where all that is and the source of all that is are experienced directly. However, for most people in the ordinary state of consciousness, we can visualize this and we can get a lot out of doing so. After going through the meditation, then I'll briefly help you to see why this is so important to be doing this type of meditation. You can begin by bringing awareness to wherever your body is positioned now. And imagine floating above your body. Just imagine, sense, feel, or think about looking down at your body, resting where it is. As you imagine this, ask yourself, where is my body located? Am I in this room? Or am I in this chair, in this bed? At first, you may only have been aware of your body resting in the surface that it's on. But now, you could also be aware that your body is in this room. We're not identifying you as the body, we're identifying you as the consciousness. Are you observing the body in the chair, or are you observing the body in the room? Both are true. Practice being aware of both. Let your consciousness expand to be aware of the entire space that you are resting in. Now go even higher and imagine looking down at the house or building that your body is in. Are you in that chair or bed? Are you in that room, or are you in that entire structure? The truth is, all three are happening simultaneously, but be aware of all of this. And go even higher to look down on the neighborhood, the general area that your body is resting in, as if you're looking down from above. You're also in this area, this neighborhood, yet you may not have been aware of that a moment ago. And now float even higher, as if you're looking down on the entire city that your body is resting in. And right now be aware, your body is not just in that room, or that building, or that neighborhood. You are in this city. And you can look down from above, noticing how many other people are in that city as well. Instead of focusing just on the little detail of your body in one little space, observe how many hundreds or even thousands of people are also down there. Your body is just one of those people. Its subtle little details, its comfort or discomfort is not as important when you're also aware of the entire city. Yet go even higher now, as if you're looking down on the state that your body is in. Look at the entire region that contains that city. And are you just in that room, that building, that city, or that state? All of this is happening simultaneously, but now be aware you are also in that state. Go even higher to look down at the entire country. Look down at the country that state is in, that your body is in. And you'll probably be aware there are millions and millions of people there. And that person called you, that body, that human, is just one of millions of humans. And go even higher and become aware of the entire continent, the huge landmass that occupies that country. That's simultaneously true that you're there as well as you go even higher. Imagine that you're sitting on the moon, looking down at the Earth. A beautiful blue ball spinning out in the middle of nowhere at thousands of miles per hour, rotating on its own axis. It's moving around a giant fireball called the sun. And see if you're aware that you are simultaneously experiencing Earth, not just the room that you're sitting in. Not only is Earth happening now, and that's what you're observing, but there are 8 other planets spinning around with the Earth, around the sun. And a lot of these planets have moons. A lot of these planets have more moons than just the one moon that the Earth has. And there's this huge asteroid belt. Observe the entire solar system and ask, where am I now? Are you just in that room that you're in, or are you spinning around in the solar system, around a giant fireball called the sun? Observe all those planets around the sun as you focus in on the sun. It's really not the sun. It's one little star. It's a medium-sized star, medium-aged, in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy, where there are billions and billions of other stars. Float out so you could observe the Milky Way galaxy and ask, where am I now? Are you just sitting in that room, in that city, in that state, or are you in the Milky Way galaxy? And go out even higher and observe that that one galaxy that contains the sun, that contains the Earth, is one galaxy with billions of stars in the midst of billions of galaxies, each with billions and billions of stars. Begin to observe the whole universe. Black holes are swallowing up galaxies. Galaxies are colliding into one another and ripping stars and planets apart. Supernovae are exploding and obliterating worlds. Asteroids, comets. Experience the entire thing as if you are the space the universe is floating in. Ask yourself, where am I now? Am I in the world, or am I observing the world? Am I in universe, or do I observe universe? Imagine you are the space that's observing the universe. You are Purush, the observer. Everything you are seeing is Prakriti. All of the energy that's manifesting into all of those forms is Prakriti. That includes the tiny little nothingness of your body, the tiny little nothingness of your thoughts and emotions. There are billions and billions of those humans down there. There have been billions, there will be billions more. No one is all that important. The consciousness that observes the whole thing, that's where your attention goes. You become simultaneously aware of the source, Purush, and all of the manifestation, Prakriti. And you're aware of the whole, the all, the realization that all there is self. All there is one consciousness manifesting into all of these forms. And ask yourself now, what's the problem? What am I worrying about? What is it that I focus on that robs me of this infinite peace? Can you be okay with the whole universe, 100% of it, and still rest in the absolute peace of the soul? Yes, you can. Now imagine taking that awareness of I am the infinite peace that observes universe and begin to float back in. You're going through the galaxies, focusing in on the Milky Way. Focusing in on that one star called the Sun. That one beautiful little planet called Earth. Floating above the continent that your body is on, and over the country, over the state. And before you get too close, remember, I am the soul, coming down to observe the tiniest little piece of time and space. I am pure peace, and nothing happening down here can ever change that. I'm going to have a brief journey in time and space. I will spin around the sun for a few years, and then I will leave. No one ever stayed. Don't take it too seriously, and start to come back in. Above the state, the city, the county, going down and in to the neighborhood, and down and in, till you find the house or building your body is in that room, and imagine floating above your body looking down. I am not that body. I am not the emotions in that body. I am not any sensation there. I am not even the mind that's there. I am the soul. Imagine floating back into the space in your forehead, being the consciousness, and feel that the body is in you. The whole universe is in you. You are not in universe. Universe is in you. The universe is changing. It is Prakriti. You are eternal. You are Purush. Great beings who have merged into the Source, who have had the vision of Virat Swarup, live this every moment, knowing they are absolute bliss consciousness while observing the entire universe. These experiences can be had absolutely, directly, for real, beyond your imagination. Yet to have them, you simply open up to the reality. You bring your attention again and again to the space of pure consciousness. You bring your attention again and again to the fact that you are observing the whole universe. And the more you do these meditations, the more you open up to these realities, your consciousness expands more and more, and you become rooted more and more in your consciousness, until you are cosmically conscious and feeling absolutely one with the whole. In this there is no suffering. There is pure peace, perfect wisdom, perfect knowing, and what Patanjali calls Yog Darshan, the vision of oneness, the state of yoga, the absolute aim of all being, the reason for being human, the whole purpose of existence, so that you can know yourself as the self. And you can continue meditating on any of the tracks on this CD, or taking your time in silence to practice. Or if you're continuing with your day now, remember to live this. You never come out of meditation. You simply are the soul, who in a moment will look through open eyes if you're ready for that, to listen through ears, to know you are the soul going through the day. Stay in the seat of consciousness and simply let the universe unfold, remembering to take your time morning and evening and any time throughout the day to practice bringing your attention back to the self, to be the knower, to be the witness, to live from perfect peace.